Okay, we've got like a basic tail animation going. And now I'm going to use my base layer here. You could just actually fully just do this in the base layer if you wanted to. But it's nice to be able to come back to a zeroed out base layer. So I'm actually just going to add in an extra layer here. I'm going to use this arrow to pop this layer down to underneath the pose. And I'm going to actually, sorry, I want it above the pose. I'm going to call it travel. All right. And I'm just going to take this back here and key it at Z, -25. Okay. I'm going to say it's traveled about that far by this point. So we're going to have, like Maya will have set this up. So look at those curves so you can see what I'm talking about. Like basically, it's going to have set this up with an ease in it. So you can see here it is traveling. So it's going to move slower and faster here and then slow down here and stop. We want this traveling at a constant speed. So I'm going to select this whole curve by just marking dragging over the curve. And then I'm going to hit this button here, which will just give me a linear from point A to point B. So let's see what that looks like. It feels good. Okay, except for that weird sudden stop. So how do we fix that? We fix that in animation cycles using our linear cycle tool, which can be found here, pre-linear, post-linear, or you can click the button next to so annoying. Try and do this. All right. So this one, see that's cycling backwards. And you know what? I can't reach the button because my laptop screen's too small. So I'm just going to show you here post linear. And now we've got this curve going on forever. We've got a linear cycle. And look at that. There's our little walking dinosaur tail. It's so cool. So much character. And now we've done that, I'm going to come in, grab everything in here, all these guys, except that we don't want, and we're going to create a new layer at the top, and we're going to call it performance layer. Now, this is where I'm just going to hand keyframe some poses over the top of this to add some variety and performance to this. So again, this is the point where we would be maybe thinking about exactly who this character is. So I'm going to add some, some extra curve through here. And then through this middle section here, I'm going to really dial up how much this tail is dragging so I can actually show you this shape that I'm talking about, which is very much like this. So you can see, here we go. I'm going to really overshoot the tail here. Now you don't have to stick exactly to the timing of your cycle through this. You just have to make the keys where they feel right using the principles that we just sort of learned through offsetting all these curves. You're reusing the same shapes and timing, but what's happening is you're getting this level of detail through here that's just really great. Okay, I'm just going to have a look at this. Cool. Getting that. I'm just going to select all the objects in the performance layer and just zero them all out on frame 80. So we've got this now. It feels pretty good. There's one where I can see the tip of the tail starts leading. That's here. So I need to put a breakdown in through here. So you don't ever want the tip of the tail to be leading like that into that extreme curve. So we need to add this shape back in, and we can probably push this a bit further here and then straighten this up. So let's see how that feels. Oh, way too much, but you get the gist. Let's see, where have I put that breakdown in? See, look, I have got an uneven distance between the keys here, so it's not that the shape itself is wrong, it's that I just put it in the wrong spot. So it should actually be here. All right, let's have a look. Just like as a general rule of thumb with everything that you're going to keyframe, there's 99% of the time there's an even number of frames between your poses and your breakdowns. It's very rare that you're going to be squishing that up. There we go. See that? Wow, looks great.